Conveyors are everywhere. Factories, airports, and even the packages receiving at your doorstep. The real breakthrough for conveyors came with Henry Ford, who used this to turn manufacturing into an efficient system. Simple idea, massive impact. Now imagine taking this same concept and making it intelligent. Objects roll in. A tiny AI powered camera identifies them and instantly makes a decision. A servo arm reacts in milliseconds, left, right, or center, guiding each item exactly where it belongs. This isn't some industrial setup. You can build this yourself. So let's build it. But before we start, let's break down the logic. Here, the AI cam blocks handles detection, while the conveyor keeps everything moving. Based on what's detected, the servo arm dynamically sorts each object into its category. Now is the time to build a structure.
Take two 3-hole elbow, two 2-hole elbow, 1 mm cobbler and join them as shown to make the legs of the conveyor. Make 3 such structures, then take 3 5-hole beam, 2 1-hole elbow, an cobbler and join them as shown. Make 2 structures like this. Then take all these structures and join them as shown to make body of the conveyor structure. Now take 290 mm axle, 2 rubber bands and join them together. This will help to create friction on the conveyor belt while it is rolling. Now take 3 mm cobblers and attach it to the structure as shown. Now take the conveyor belt, the axles and our structure and attach them as shown. Then take 2 1-hole beam and 2 1-hole elbow, join them together. Then join it to a BO motor. This will help attach the motor to the structure, then attach a BO shaft to the motor. Attach it to the structure. Take a 5-hole elbow, a 2-hole elbow, a 3-hole elbow, a 1-hole beam and an cobbler and join them together as shown. Then attach a block holder to it. This will help to attach blocks to the structure. Attach it to our structure as shown.
Next, let's build the logic.
Take the AI cam vision blocks, wire tap blocks, servo and servo light blocks, join them as shown. Join it on the structure as shown. Connect one wire tap with BO motor and one AI cam blocks. take two 5-hole beam and a servo holder and join them. Now take a 1-hole elbow and attach it on the servo and then join it to the structure. This will hold our servo arm. You can use a USB-C cable, battery or power bank to power it.
Now, to use it, we have to connect the AI cam blocks to the AI Vision app. For that, watch the video how to connect AI cam blocks. Now, we teach the AI to differentiate between the different objects. Here we have a tape, a thread and a gear. For training, we open the AI cam app. Here we'll open the flow mode. Here we'll teach the AI to differentiate between these objects and the background. First, we add the name of the objects. Then we train each object at least 30 times. And now when we click start, each object is detected. Now comes the conveyor logic. The conveyor logic has three main parts: detection, movement and classification.
First we will create the logic for movement and detection. We will set the port 1 off, followed by a delay of 4000 milliseconds. Then we will make the port 1 on and then wait for 500 milliseconds. These blocks will make the object move slowly in front of the camera to detect it. Otherwise, the object could surpass the camera range. You can change these timings as per your requirement. Now we are seeing the objects in front of the AI cam. Next, we will do the classification. For AI cam to take action on detecting the thread, we first add an if condition and choose the label thread. Now coming to the actions. First, we turn the port 1 on and then add a delay for 3000 milliseconds. This moves the thread on the conveyor towards the servo pusher. Then, in the logic, we attach the servo block at port 2 and make it move from 0 to 80 degrees in lock mode along with a delay of 2000 milliseconds. Lock mode moves the servo pusher once to the desired angle and 80 degrees helps move the object into the left bin. The delay keeps it there till the object has been completely swept into the bin. Then we add another servo block and this time we set it to move from 80 degrees to 0 degrees in lock mode. This will help our servo return to its home position after the sweeping motion. Now let's create the logic for when the tape is detected. For detecting the tape, we add an if condition and select the tape as the object. Now for the actions, when tape is detected, we add the servo block, select port 2 and make it move from 0 to 60 degrees in lock mode. Here, lock mode makes the servo move once. Then we set port 1 on and add a delay of 8000 milliseconds. This is followed by setting the servo at port 2 to move from 60 degree to 0 degrees and setting port 1 to off. This logic is used to move the tape into its bin. Initially, the servo pusher moves to 60 degrees and waits for the tape to reach towards it. The motor at port 1 being on for 8 seconds ensures this, which is followed by the servo's movement back to 0 degrees. This action moves the tape into the right bin and gets the servo back to home position. Finally, port 1 motor is set to off for next detection. Next, to detect the gear, we add an if condition and choose the label gear. Under the actions for gear, we set port 1 on and add a delay of 1000 milliseconds. This logic moves the gear into the center bin. After that, we set port 2 off. This is to stop the motor and get it ready for next detection. When background is detected, we keep the servo on port 2 off. This is to avoid any random movement of servo when no objects are detected. Now that the logic is ready, time to test it.